What if the secret to wealth was silence? Not hustle, not side hustles, not live your best life, credit card spending. Japan has one of the highest life expectancies in the world, one of the lowest poverty rates among developed nations. And yet, the average Japanese person doesn't drive a Ferrari, post their lifestyle on Instagram, or talk about money at all. They just quietly build it. Today, I'm breaking down 10 Japanese money habits that create real, lasting wealth. Habits that most Americans have never even considered. Let's get into it. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new here, and we talk about personal finance, wealth building, and the mindset shifts that actually move the needle. If this is your first time here, hit subscribe. I drop videos every week on building real financial freedom. All right, let's talk about Japan. Habit number 1, Kakeibo, the art of saving with intention. The first habit is called Kakeibo, pronounced Kakeibo. It's a Japanese budgeting method that goes back over 100 years, and it's incredibly simple. Every month, before you spend a single yen or dollar, you sit down and ask yourself for questions. How much money do I have? How much do I want to save? How much am I spending? And how can I improve? No apps, no spreadsheets, just pen and paper. The act of physically writing down your finances forces mindfulness. Studies have shown that handwriting something makes it stick in your brain far more than typing it. The American mistake? We let our money flow in and out without ever pausing to reflect. Kakeibo is about building a relationship with your money, not just managing it. Here's your actionable tip. Buy a small notebook. Before the month starts, write down your income, your savings goal, and your expected expenses. At the end of the month, review it honestly. Habit number 2, Mottainai, waste nothing. This one word captures an entire philosophy, Mottainai. It roughly translates to, what a waste, but it's deeper than that. It's a feeling of regret when something of value is thrown away or wasted. Japanese culture applies this to everything: food, clothing, electronics, time, and yes, money. While American consumer culture tells you to upgrade to the latest phone, the latest car, the latest fashion, Mottainai says, if it still works, use it. The average Japanese person keeps a car for 12 or more years. They repair clothes instead of replacing them. They eat every grain of rice in the bowl. This isn't poverty. This is respect for value. And the wealth connection is this. Every time you don't replace something that still works, you're essentially giving yourself a raise. So before any purchase this week, ask yourself, do I already have something that does this job? If yes, walk away. Habit number 3, pay yourself first the Japanese way. Americans have heard pay yourself first, but Japanese people take it further. In Japan, there's a cultural norm of saving a fixed percentage of income automatically, often through postal savings systems or automatic transfers, before the money ever touches their daily account. The key difference? It's not negotiable. It's not save what's left over. The savings leave first. Spending happens with what remains. The Japanese personal savings rate has historically been 2 to 4 times higher than the American savings rate. Your actionable tip: set up an automatic transfer to a separate savings account on the day you get paid. Even if it's just $50 or $100 to start. Make saving a system, not a decision. Habit number 4, Hara Hachibu. Stop at 80%. This one sounds like it's about food, and it is, but the money lesson is powerful. Hara Hachibu is a Confucian teaching practiced in Okinawa, Japan, one of the blue zones with the highest concentration of people over 100 years old. It means, eat until you are 80% full. Now here's the financial translation. Live on 80% of what you earn, and always leave 20% unspent. Not because you're cheap, but because restraint is a muscle. And when you practice restraint with food, with time, with energy, it bleeds into your finances naturally. The Japanese concept of enough is radically different from the American idea of more, bigger, better. So here's your tip. Set your lifestyle budget at 80% of your take-home pay. The other 20% goes to savings and investing. Non-negotiable. Habit number 5, the envelope system, refined. Japan is still largely a cash-based society, and that's not a weakness. It's a psychological advantage. The Japanese use a refined envelope budgeting method where cash is physically divided into categories at the start of each month: rent, groceries, entertainment, and so on. When the envelope is empty, spending in that category stops. There's no credit card to bail you out. Research in behavioral economics consistently shows that people spend 12 to 18% less when using cash versus cards. Why? Because handing over physical money hurts. Swiping a card doesn't. Try this. Do a cash-only week for your fun money spending. Pull out a set amount on Monday. When it's gone, it's gone. See how your behavior shifts. Habit number 6. Gifts and relationships over things. In Japan, gift giving is deeply ritualized, but the gifts are often small, thoughtful, and meaningful rather than expensive. Bringing back a local sweet, called omiyage, from a trip. Presenting a gift with 2 hands. Wrapping it carefully. The gesture holds more value than the price tag. In America, status is often shown through expensive gifts, expensive things, expensive experiences. Japan has a different definition of generosity, presence, and thoughtfulness. The financial lesson here is simple. Stop trying to signal wealth with your spending. Invest that money instead. The most powerful form of wealth is the kind no one can see. For your next birthday gift for a friend, try spending half of what you normally would, but double the thought. Write a handwritten note. Choose something specific to them. The reaction will surprise you. Habit number 7. Avoid debt like it's shameful. In Japanese culture, carrying personal debt is associated with shame. Not having a mortgage is seen as a mark of integrity and discipline. Consumer debt, credit cards, personal loans, buy now, pay later, is viewed very differently than in America, where borrowing is practically marketed as a lifestyle. Japan has one of the lowest credit card usage rates among developed nations. The average Japanese person is deeply uncomfortable with the idea of spending money they don't yet have. Compare that to America, where the average household carries over $10,000 in credit card debt at 20% or more interest. That interest is the enemy of wealth. Every month you carry a balance. You're paying someone else to hold your future hostage. So here's what you do. List every debt you have. Write the interest rate next to each one, and attack the highest interest debt first with intensity. Then never go back. Habit number 8. Long-term thinking. The shokunin mindset. Japan is famous for its shokunin, master craftsmen who dedicate decades to perfecting a single skill. A sushi chef who trains for 10 years before being allowed to make rice. A woodworker who apprentices for 20 years. This mindset extends to finances. Japanese investors are known for their patience. They don't chase get-rich-quick schemes. They don't panic during market dips. They plant trees they may never sit under. Warren Buffett, whose own philosophy has deep parallels with Japanese long-term thinking, once said, "The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient." Set a 10-year investment goal. Write it down, then automate monthly contributions to an index fund and stop checking it every day. Time is the most powerful wealth-building tool you have. Habit number 9. Declutter and subtract. Wabi-sabi. Wabi-sabi is the Japanese aesthetic of finding beauty in simplicity and imperfection. In modern financial terms, it means own less and spend less on stuff. Marie Kondo didn't become a global phenomenon by accident. The entire world was hungry for the Japanese art of letting go. Every item you own has a hidden cost: storage space, mental energy, maintenance, insurance, and eventual disposal. Americans own 3 times more stuff per capita than Japanese people. And here's the thing. The wealthy in Japan often look less wealthy than they are because they've invested in experiences, relationships, and financial assets rather than visible possessions. Go through one room this weekend. Sell or donate anything you haven't used in 6 months. And put every dollar earned from selling directly into your investment account. Habit number 10. Ikigai and purposeful earning. The final habit is perhaps the most powerful. Ikigai, your reason for being. It's the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. The Japanese don't separate work from meaning. They don't grind for 30 years just to retire and finally live. They pursue purpose alongside financial responsibility. And here's the financial secret hidden inside Ikigai. When your work aligns with your purpose, you stop spending money trying to escape your life. Think about how much money Americans spend on retail therapy, expensive vacations to decompress, or entertainment to numb out from a job they hate. Find work that fulfills you, even partially, and your spending patterns change completely. Write down the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, and what people will pay for. Even if you can't change your job tomorrow, start building a side income around that intersection today. So there you have it, 10 Japanese money habits that have quietly built wealth for generations. None of these require you to earn more money. None of them require a finance degree or a lucky break. They require something harder: patience, discipline, and a shift in how you think about money. The Japanese don't talk about their wealth. They just build it quietly, consistently, over decades. And honestly, that's the most powerful financial strategy in the world. If this video gave you even one thing to think about, drop in the comments. I'd love to know which habit resonated with you most. Like the video if you found value in it. Subscribe if you want more content like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.